Oh. Good morning, Susan. I hope you're doing well today. Good morning, Wilson. Good. Good deal. Well, I'm trying something new out this time, so I don't know if it's going to help. Well, thank you so much, Wilson. My best to you. So I don't know if this is going to work out or not. Hello, Ambrosia. Hi, Joan. I'm going to be doing this, and I hate that. I hate that I have to lean over into the camera like that I see pretty much everybody having to do the same thing in order to read the chat. So bear with me. Good morning, Joan. Good morning. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. But good morning and welcome. It's Saturday morning, y'all, and the weather is turning cooler finally. We're getting a little bit relief from the 100-degree days. Hi, Candy. How are you? Jan, hello. Shumpert's Hill. Y'all, that's Jan. If you have not subscribed to her channel, you're missing out, because she has some wonderful things to share with folks. For one thing, she's a painter, a wonderful painter. I love seeing her paintings. Also, she's a cook, and she's got some wisdom to share with other people too. So that never hurts us at all, does it? Have a little more wisdom from somebody. Hi, Jackie. I got them up there, honey. I sure did. I got them up there. I worried and worried all night long. I didn't sleep much because I think I've got a touch of OCD, or maybe I've got a lot of OCD. I don't know. I have to go over things over and over and over to make sure I get it right and don't mess up. Good morning, Sharon. Glad to see you today. Jackie, Susan, I did it. Hi, Joy. Good morning. I set up, I have 2 little carriers. You have to put them in separate carriers. And I've set it up on that island in my kitchen. And I know that in the morning around 7:30, when I open the door, they're out there on the porch. They're just churning. Those cats are churning. Good morning, Linda. Ready for their breakfast. So my plan was to snatch up whatever little kitty cat first one I could get to. And when I opened that door, Georgie came running across the threshold into the kitchen, and I grabbed her up and shut that door and went to her carrier and put her in there before she even knew what I was doing. I'm sure I shocked her. She didn't know what to do. She couldn't fight me. Got her in there, shut that door, and locked it up. So, yeah, I got LG. Yeah. Good morning, Grace. I'm doing it. Hi, Linda. Good to see you. I'm so glad y'all are here. I needed my pep team today, my cheerleaders. So I opened up the door, and there was LG. Like, what's going on? What's going on? Yeah, he is, Linda. I saw him this morning. He was eating some cat food this morning. He hears the bells. You know, the bells on my back door. But I don't want to take my bells off, because my kitties, they know when they hear those bells, I'm usually coming out to see them, or I've got to feed them or something like that. So I can hear the bells. That was in Hairspray. Hey, Heidi ho, good you. Good on you. You made it. I did that. I did that, Linda, and I'd go, psst, 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 and he runs off. Yeah, she is, Susan. Susan's the timekeeper. We're going to dock your pay, Susan. Well, I don't know who he is, but he can't stay. He's not going to stay. So I grabbed up LG, and I got LG in the carrier. So I'm early, y'all, at 7:30, and I don't have to be there till 9 o'clock. So I get them, both carriers, over by the front door. And they're going, meow, meow, meow. It's awful. It's a horrible noise. So I decided I'm going to go ahead and take them out and put them in the car. It's not hot. It's not hot at all. Get them out there, and one fits in the trunk of the, not trunk, but it's a, you know, it's a little Nissan Rogue. One fits in the back part. One fits in the back seat. They were mad, Linda. You better believe they were mad. LG tore the heck up out of his papers that was in the bottom of his carrier. I mean, he was all over the place. Boy, he was mad. Hi, Janet. Now, both of them were meowing and crying and carrying on for a long time, but mostly it was LG. LG's like that little old panther, you know. Gosh, he's cute. That's what it was. A catnado, Susan. A catnado. So, all the way to Gilmer, he was screaming and carrying on and fighting and biting on that thing. It was the biggest mess you ever saw. So I got up there, and they're all sitting there pulling up. People are pulling up. It's what it is. It's a mobile unit, and it sets up in the parking lot at the grocery store. People are pulling up with their animals, and I see some of these people getting out, and I hear they're walking across with their carriers, and they're going, meow, meow, and I'm thinking, yay, I'm not the only one that's got a wild cat. I know it is, Heidi. You're right. And people would hear other cats screaming and screeching and carrying on, and they would just laugh about it, you know. So that's great. So I was like the second car to get there in the parking lot, and then all these other cars start pulling up. We've got to wait for the mobile unit to set up everything. I hope so, Jackie. I hope so. By the way, I'm gonna talk to you about the Union Jack in just a second. So there was this man, and he had this Mustang, a 68 Mustang. I said, is that a 67 or 68 Mustang? He said, that's a 68. And I said, my son had a 67 when he was in high school. So, you know, you're talking about cats, you're talking about cars. He and his wife get out, and they go and take their cat in that carrier, and that carrier's just doing like this. That cat's going from side to side, like being in an elevator. Boom, boom, boom. And it was a mess. So they get up to the front. Other people start going up there. Yes, Heidi. Oh my gosh, he had a most beautiful, it was gold, beautiful Mustang. Unfortunately, he wrecked it. You know, well, I'm not going to get into that. But, so the guy looks at me. I'm back further in the line. He goes, you're next. And I go, me? And he said, yeah, I was here first and you were here second. That makes you next. So, it's not like I jumped the queue. I was there. I was in line, you know, earlier than everybody else. So, actually, I should have been able to go next. But nobody complained. Nobody said, well, hey, you know, she didn't get up here. She should have waited like everybody else. And I did. I was David Beckham. I was doing exactly what David Beckham did. I waited in the queue. But anyway, I got up there, and they come out. Hey, Heidi, that's great. No water. I must have not known that, because I would have said something about it. Bless your heart. Anyway, I got up there, and she comes out, and she asks their names and all that kind of stuff, and then she takes them away. And they're still screaming and bawling and squalling in those carriers and having fits, and little LG still back and forth and thrashing up and down and back and forth. He is going crazy. Oh, Jackie, you never had one either until recently? Good morning, Diana by the beach. How are you, and how are your babies doing? Hello, Peggy. It's good to see you this morning. Hello, Patricia. It's great to see you. Good morning. Anyway, I got up there and I had all my papers, and a lot of these people didn't do what they're supposed to do. You're supposed to download all these papers online and print them out and fill them out before you get there. Hello, Cheryl. It's you're not late, but a few seconds. And besides that, you're here. That's all that matters. So anyway, I gave her my papers, and I've got them all filled out and everything. She said, "Man, you were prepared." And I said, "Well, I'm sort of used to this now, you know. Actually, I'm used to the routine now." So, hey, y'all, knock on wood. Should do that. Hi, Linda. Hi, how are you? Pretty hearts. So far, my chat's going pretty good, y'all. No, they won't be. They've been mad for a while. Hi, Grace. I tell you, the one that was maddest at me for the longest time was Ginger. He wouldn't have anything to do with me for a couple of weeks. He was mad. Now he's all over me. He loves me. Hello, Deb. Oh, dear. Age restricted. Well, that's because it's a chat not made for kids, and this is the first time. Hi, Elizabeth. That's the first time, Deb, that I had to click on that. I've never had to do it before. But, you know, it's a whole different system when you put made for kids. I hope so too, Jackie. I hope so. So, y'all, I have to go get them by 3 o'clock. And if I'm late, every minute past 3 o'clock is $3 per cat per minute. Well, I'm not going to be late. You know, I'm not going to be late. I might be way early, but I'm not going to be late. But $3 per cat per minute. Well, you know, you can kind of understand it's a mobile unit. So, you know how people do when they think, I'll get there when it get there. I know, Jackie. I know. I know, bless his heart. But anyway, they do that because they have to put all their equipment up, and then they have to travel to where they're going next, you know? You can't have people messing around, you know, going to get the nails done and all that junk. You've got to come pick your animal up. So that's how it is. And I don't blame them. So if they give a little bit of a charge for being late, then good on them. Because that's only fair. Anyway. Me too, Susan. I've been early on things all my life. I am never late. I have never been late in my life. Even my children were born on the day that my doctor predicted. I didn't wait another day. Yep, they do. Ambrosia. They certainly do. Ambrosia. I make an ambrosia salad, a fruit ambrosia salad that I absolutely... Well, I used to love it when I could eat it, but now I can't eat it anymore. Y'all, I'm still... Hello, Cindy. I want to know how you're doing. Yep, Linda. I want to know how you're doing, Cindy. I've been thinking about you. You're in my prayers, I guess you know. But hope you're doing well. I know, Heidi. I made a video about ambrosia salad. I absolutely love it. You use cream cheese and marshmallows and fruit. Oh boy, it's good. So anyway, I will go back and get them this afternoon, but what I do is I have to take them in, put them in the bathtub, put their carriers, both of them, in the bathtub. And, oh, Cindy, that's wonderful. Praise God. I am so glad to hear that, because I knew you felt bad last time when you came into the chat. Good morning, Becky. It's good to see you this morning. Hope you're doing well. And I knew you were not feeling well. Linda, I am not a good cook. I cook. I know how to cook, but I'm not a great cook. And I mess up. Case in point, find those lemon bars that I made where they bubbled over the pan, all dripping down in my oven. And I had to get a cookie sheet and slide underneath them to catch the junk falling, because I put them in too small of a pan. That tells you that I am a rotten cook. I can cook. I just don't like to cook. And so there are cooks on YouTube. Yep, that's what it was, Linda. A lemon volcano. I think I called it a volcano. She was in the chat last week, Heidi. Yep, Heidi, it was a bad one. Me too, Sharon. That's the thing. I never know that I'm going to have to, make a detour or what. Good morning, Bella, with the beautiful name. If you get tired of me saying that, you tell me and I'll knock it off. But I love the name Bella. Isn't that a pretty name, y'all? Bella? Pretty, like ambrosia. Well, you all got pretty names, so there's that. My mother wanted to name me Carlotta. My daddy said no. There's nothing wrong with the name Carlotta. I don't mean that. It's just that I'm not a Carlotta. I am not. I have pushed this little monitor back real far, and so now I'm having to really concentrate. See, my chat's not like yours. It's not over here. Y'all are seeing it over here. I see it over here. It's over here. And it doesn't look anything like yours at all. These little chat things pop up on the screen. But at least now I'm seeing everybody and not some people. So far, so good. We've been here 18 minutes and 28 seconds. So we'll see. Brian came down last Sunday. He installed a new router. Is it, Susan? That's interesting. I don't know what you're talking about, Jackie. I'm not retaining. I'm not retaining this morning for some reason. Oh, I get you, Susan. Yeah. I get you. Yes, Linda. It's just a beautiful name. Gorgeous. If I'm going into somebody else's live chat, I use my computer, and then the chat pane is on the right side. It would, Susan. I should name Georgie Bella. Wouldn't that have been nice? Oh, yeah, because I don't have another baby. This is the last baby, y'all. I won't have any more babies. Hi, Amanda. Good morning. It doesn't matter that you're late. You're here. That's all that matters. You made it. Oh, anyway, so Brian came down Sunday and he installed a new router. And of course, every device I have has to be changed, you know, for that that router. And I thought I had the password. Y'all, I hate passwords. I hate passwords. I usually, you know, you're not supposed to use the same password for everything, and then yet some people do, and I have many times. But as many things as we have to do and remember all those darn passwords, I usually keep a big list of the passwords. Some passwords make you change the password. No, Jackie. You cannot. You can't participate in the chat. No, I won't, Cindy, and if so, I'm going to bring them to you in Oklahoma. I don't want any more. Don't y'all think 6 cats is plenty for anybody? So he got everything set up. Brian got everything set up, and it was working really well. And of course, I do a speed test every 15 minutes, just about. Go out on the patio, and I did a speed test. Come in the house, do a speed test. So as soon as it turns a little bit cooler outside, I want to do, you know, my live chat out there on the patio with the cats. And what's so great is I have a tablet here that I'm using. And I can take my tablet and turn it around and show y'all different stuff. And you won't be just looking at me and the Queen. Where is she? Right there. Won't be just looking at me and the Queen all the time. You'll be looking at the cats and whatever is on the patio, which makes me think. So my good friend L.A. sent me a message a couple of weeks ago, and she said she sent something to me. Georgie Bella, that's not a bad idea. Diana. Diana, did you name your cats or no? I just wondered about that. She sent me something in the mail, and it was supposed to be there Thursday a week ago. So I went up on Thursday, and it wasn't there. And so I figured that I got there too soon. You know, they hadn't put it out yet, but they usually put everything out that they have for that day. They put it out at 10 o'clock. Bixby Bell. Bixby Bell, that's cute. I've got a Daisy Bell. I sure do. Daisy Bell, Tulip Rose. Those are my dogs. So I waited until the next week, which would have been last week, and I went back to the post office, but it still wasn't there. And so I told her, I said, whatever you sent, I said, it didn't get here, or it's lost, or I don't know, but I thank you very much for the effort, and I'm sorry, but it just didn't make it. So she contacted me. Good morning, Sheila. I saw that. I saw that hurricane heading your way, girl. Is it your way? Is that where you are and that impacted by that? Anyway, I know, Linda, isn't it pretty? She's just so sweet looking there, and she in a beautiful pink color that looks great on her. She was known for her beautiful bright colors and pastels as well, and everything matched. Hat and dress or coat all matched beautifully. I love their hats that they wear over there. I'm just sad that the United States, the ladies don't wear hats. I would be right in there with a hat. Anyway, L.A. said, she said what she did was contact the seller, and they told her that they will be sending out another one of these things to me, and I should get it in 5 days. And I think she told me that a couple of days ago. So I'm going to be looking. But y'all, it's a Union Jack. Y'all know that. It's British flag, and I can't. It's a Union Jack, and I cannot wait to see it. Yeah, I had a tux. I had a little tux, you know that. So I'm going to put my Union Jack right up here. Now, I know I'm not British. I'm just a country bumpkin down here in Texas. I'm going to fly my Union Jack right up there. Hi, Chris. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm glad to see you. They're doing fine, Sheila. I took 2 of them this morning to have them spayed and neutered, and they protested all the way up there, screaming and carrying on, but I got them there, and I'm tickled to death. Oh, Peggy, yes. Well, good luck to y'all. I hope nothing terrible happens for everybody down there. That last hurricane tore Puerto Rico, and hello, Les. That is the sweetest thing. I told my son that you said that about me when you had a live chat one night, and I went in to see you, and you said that. I told him that you said that. He said, "Oh, that's wonderful," and it is. My thank you, and I'm glad to see you, Les. I see you got a little bit of time off from working, huh? No, Susan, because well, yeah, wait a minute, that's right, because I brought them in the house. I brought them in the house and set them by the front door in their carriers, and you know what Miss Key did, y'all? She didn't come up to them and see what it was. She got back as far across the room from them as she could possibly get. She's like, "Oh, God, what is that?" And I don't want to know about it. I know, Sheila, she will be terribly missed. How you doing, Les? And how's Teresa? Teresa popped in to my chat last week. Working on your bees. Working on those bees. Hi, Faithy. Hey, girl. Yeah, Les, I knew she worked on Saturdays, but it was good to see her. She did come in for a little bit. Otis. How's Otis doing, Faithy? I love the name Otis. I watched as much of it as I possibly could, Sheila. I really did. I had people sending me links to different things, and I sure do appreciate it, too. Because then I would go in this Harry Meghan stuff. I'm ready for that to be go on to California and live your life and be happy. And, you know, I wish all the best for Meghan and Harry, but it's time to stop every single day there's a video about, you know, Charles kicked him across the room, and it's just ridiculous. Mr. Otis Ray. So, anyway, those are those channels. It's clickbait, you know, where they're saying somebody died recently or that very minute, and that person's not more dead than I am. So I hate those clickbait videos. So. Oh no, Faithy. My internet people have raised my rates. Well, they can just, you know, of course they're making videos, as many videos as they possibly can to get the views. Yeah, Jackie, I know it. Well, you know, they're also raising rent. There's a lot of folks in Florida that are just having a fit because they live in these mobile home parks, and you don't own the land. You can own your mobile home, but you don't own the land. The park does. And so what they've done is raise the rent of their space to double what these people have been paying all this time, and these people can't pay it because they're paying a mobile home payment, and then they are paying to rent the land payment, and you double that. In some cases, it's more than what they are paying for the mobile home altogether. And some people can't afford to move the mobile home. I mean, it's well over $1,000. Yep, Jackie. They screamed and yelled and protested, and LG was a little maniac. He was, little Georgie, after a while, she kind of settled down and accepted, well, I'm in this box. But LG was all over the place. He was madder than an old wet hen, I'm telling you. Oh, really? Oh, wow. My electric bill for this last month was $275. And I thought I was going to scream. But y'all, I mean, that's a lot of money for me. It is, but oh my God, Linda. Oh my gosh, Les. I'm sorry to hear that, Les. Susie, good to see you, honey. I didn't even know you were here. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Les, and I don't know what to say to you. I'd like to say to you that you can ignore those people, but I can't ignore them when they do that to me. So, it hurts my feelings. It bothers me. Okay, Susie, good. I was afraid I had ignored you, and I would hate to do that. We might. Well, Sheila, I do too. But I've got an old house, and it's got a crack every 2 inches in it, I'm sure. And so, that cold air just seeps right out those cracks. It's just an old house. I mean, I swear I bought cases of caulk over the 5 years that I've lived here. And I conserve all the best I possibly can. Les, let me ask you a question. You don't have to answer. Is it a person, or is it a channel of people? You're right, Heidi. YouTube especially. These channels that are good and do kind things and treat people well, they are blasted on a daily basis by the channels that want to, just live in upheaval all the time. I don't understand it. I do too, Faith, and I love it. Les, do you see what I said? Is it a person, or is it an entire channel, if you don't mind? Or just, if you don't want to tell me, just say, I don't want to tell you. And then I won't repeat it. Hi, Becky. I do too, Faithy. Heidi. I agree, Susie. You can block them, but that doesn't keep them from still. I know who you're talking about then, Les. You don't need to say who it is. I know who it is. I'm sorry to hear it. I'm real sorry to hear it. What we need to do, y'all, if we have somebody that we don't like, just stay the heck away from them. How about that? Hi, plain vanilla grandma. How you doing? Mary C. Mary's in the house. Well, but let me tell you, so you're not doing your lives anymore because of that? Oh, goodness, no. Great, plain vanilla grandma. I hate to call you grandma because I'm quite sure I'm older than you. I'm sure he has, Faithy. I'm sure he's doing this other places. I don't know. Boy, my back's killing me, y'all. It's carrying LG in a carrier. Hold your head up high. Oh, Grandma, I'm a lot older than you. Yep, you're a spring chicken. Yep. Well, not a lot, but I'm some. It's hard to ignore, Zizi. It is. There's hard to ignore. I've had some things said about me on someone's channel, and I don't watch those videos, so I didn't know it. But then I had someone who thought they were doing me a good deed, and they did a screenshot and sent it to me in an email. The thing is, if I wanted to know what they were saying about me, I would have gone and watched it. Well, thank you, Grandma. Thank you very much, dear. I'm 74. Yeah, I know, Faithy. Oh, Heidi, what a sweetheart. You are such a sweet pie. You know, Brian thinks y'all are the best. I don't know, Nancy. I don't know. I don't understand it. Don't understand it. Anyway, Brian said y'all are the best people he's ever seen in a live stream chat. And he's talking about all of you too, not just one of you. He's talking about all of you. He was very impressed with y'all. Thank you so much. Everybody loves a compliment, don't they? Jackie, she run over him with her tractor. She's got a mean tractor. Oh, Lordy. I know, Heidi. I wish he could visit more often. Yep, Zizi, absolutely. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love y'all. Les, you need a bunch of friends that'll take up for you and say, hey, you know that movie? The guy goes to the window and throws the window open and he goes, we're mad as hell and we're not going to take it anymore. That's what you need. I hear you, Faithy. Heidi, I'll put the whop on someone. That's so funny. Y'all are funny. Anyway, Brian love the live, and I hope to get him. Mr. B, I have no idea. Mr. B has been one of the busiest people I've ever seen in my life. He is just all over the place. I haven't seen him. I know he's doing well, but I have not seen him. Are you talking about Mr. B or are you talking about Brian? Brian is likely home. Let's see, what is today? Yeah, Saturday. He had a busy week at work. I am blessed. I am so blessed, Heidi. He is precious. Oh, I didn't know about that, Susan. This is a tight-knit community. I got to see what Les is saying. It disappeared. I'll see it again in just a second. Actually, Teresa is right, Les. She's right. Let God take care of it. Gosh, Susie, bless your heart. Bless your heart. There's not anything we can do when people attack you publicly. But I'm going to tell you something. When someone attacks you publicly, it says more about their character than it does yours. Remember that, Les. It says more about what that person is deep inside than what you are if he attacks you. So just try to remember that. I don't know, Faith. If people get mad, they take it out on other people, and they do it on social media, Facebook. It's horrible on Facebook. Y'all know I have a Facebook account, but I'm going to tell you something. Oh, gosh, yes, I do, Jackie, all the time. It is odd. I'm going to tell you this about you. In my mind, when I see you here and things you say, every one of you are 30 years younger than what you probably really are. In my mind, you are. So there you go. We're usually very upbeat here. We have a lot of people, but we're also human, and we get riled up. That's right, Zuzi. That is absolutely right. Young and gorgeous. I hear you, Heidi. I'm 30. I'm really 30. Remember that video I did about behind my eyes? I'm 30. I see the world through 30-year-old eyes. Jackie. Yep, supermodel. Legs all the way up. Long legs. Well, that happens all over YouTube, Les. I know, Zizi, if we're lucky, it's not our mind that we have problem with. It's the physical, the body part. Heidi, yeah. Oceanfront property. Y'all are funny. Y'all are so funny. I'm only 5'5", I think. Probably 5'4". You know, we tend to get shorter as we get older. Hi there, Debbie. Gross granny. Why, how tall are you? I didn't see if you put it in the chat. I didn't see it. Well, sure, Sandy. I know, Faithy. I would like, oh, you're only 5 foot tall. Oh my gosh, you're a little girl. Yeah, you're little. 5'4.5". 5'4 1/4". Yeah, I used to say I was 5'4.5" all the time. 6'2". Gosh, you don't look 6'2" in your videos, Les. 6'2". Hi, Beth. I got them there, Beth. I'm so happy. The first one, the hardest one was Smokey, believe it or not. But that's because she got loose in my kitchen, trying to get her in her carrier. She got loose in the kitchen, and Lord, she was all over everything. She was on top of the counter. She was up in the coffee thing, got on the coffee pot, knocked stuff over. That was a mess. I threw something over her and got her and put her in the cage. She was the worst. She was the hardest one of all of them so far. Yeah, I bet it is too, Gulf Coast Granny. They're up there now, Robbie. They're at the vet right now. So that big male cat, if indeed it is a male cat, he is out of luck. He showed up too late. Got him up there. I'm so glad about that. They're gonna be mad at me for a while, but y'all, that's the last of my kitties. So far I've had 6 cats fixed. Yes, Cindy. That's called the little man syndrome. The Napoleon syndrome. You know, Napoleon was a little short fella. I think he was my height, maybe. I think my husband was 5'10". It's a good thing, because if he'd been any shorter, I would have gone out with him in the first place. I had a thing about that, y'all. I could not date a man, boy, whatever you want to call him back then, who was shorter than me. Okay, Les, you have a good weekend, and try not to let that stuff bother you. I know it does, but thank you for coming in. I appreciate you. Wow, Heidi, my first husband was 6'1", I think. Yeah, it's going to be hot here too, Les. Bye-bye. Take care of yourself. Say hi to Teresa for me. Me too, Heidi. Me too. I don't get it. I don't get it. You know, we have so much we have to worry about every day as it is, don't we? Bingo. We have so much that... Nancy, thank you for coming in. I appreciate you so much. Interesting, Granny. My family weren't tall, very tall people either. My daddy wasn't tall. Sidewalk sale. I haven't had a sale, like a garage sale or whatever, in a long, long time. That's too hard on me now. Well, with the heat the way it's been, yeah, way too hot. Wow, Diana. Oh, Faithy, that's kind of perfect. I like temperatures like that. Not freezing or anything, but in the 50s. Yeah, I know it, Jackie. That's really bad. That, I think, Jackie, do y'all do daylight savings time where you spring forward, fall back? I don't know if y'all do or not. I don't know when that is, y'all. Isn't it in October? Oh, I bet. Gulf Coast Granny. I hate calling you Granny, but that's what your name is. Yeah, here too. Cindy, here too. But this coming week, we're supposed to have cooler temperatures. November? Okay, Susan. I told y'all, Susan's the brains of the outfit. When I can't think of something, Susan's my little Google. Susan Google. Charlotte. Oh, I'll never remember that for heaven's sake. Well, maybe I will. Charlotte. Yeah, okay. Fall back. So now would be 10:30 or something like that. Charlotte. Did y'all ever see the movie Hush Hush Sweet Charlotte? Hush Hush Sweet Charlotte. I love that movie. North Carolina. Oh, Charlotte, North Carolina. Oh my gosh, Jackie. I was watching some stuff about, I don't know, in London, I guess they were. People are wearing coats. And I was wondering about that because, man, people still wearing shorts and stuff around here. Really? Hush, hush, sweet Charlotte, that's what she'd sing to you? Oh, man. Charlotte, don't you cry. Hush, hush, sweet Charlotte. I love you till I die. I loved it. I love that movie. Oh, gosh, I missed something. $1,200 a ticket, YouTube. I don't know what that is. Doesn't matter. I can't go. Probably don't have all the bugs, Susan. I mean, the bugs in Texas, for instance, flies, wasps, hornets. Oh, Charlotte. You're only 8 years old, but that's a wonderful memory that she sang that to you. Oh, Robbie, there's your heart. That's so sweet. I love the lives. Y'all, I don't make hardly nothing on a live. As far as YouTube money, I don't make very, very little on the lives. But I don't have a time that is good for everybody. You know what I mean? I just don't. I know that a lot of people do their lives on Thursday night. Some people do them on Friday, but usually it's Thursdays. Right, Jackie, we're loaded in bugs. We're loaded in bugs in Texas. So there is no good time to have a live when everybody, you know, that's good for everybody, because people work. Oh wow, Diana, okay. But you getting used to, I can't imagine how to get. Heidi, thank you so much. I love them. I love doing them. I like doing them because it's not just me sitting there talking to a screen. You know what I mean? Y'all get to interact. Oh, the catawba worms. They, yeah, they live on the they live and die on the tree. They eat the leaves of the tree. Um, they're fuzzy. They're almost velvety. They're black on the top of their backs. It's like velvet, and they have a little bitty tiny horn that sticks up. And they won't hurt you. They don't bite you. Nothing like that. When I was a kid, we had a catawba tree in my front yard, and I used to climb it. Some days it was my horse. Some days it was my house. But that was where I played, because I played by myself. I didn't have anybody to play with. We weren't in a neighborhood. We were out in the country. But anyway, it had catawba worms on it. People around here in southern states that have catawba trees gather those worms up and put them in bags and freeze them. No, they don't, Heidi. No. They freeze them because they use them for fish bait. So, and they're big fat guys. You know, you've seen them, the big old fat guys. The cats love them because they slap at them and knock them around, and LG chomps on them. I don't like that LG does that. He has some habits I don't like. Yes, absolutely, Charlotte. Now I can remember it, Gulf Coast Granny. Charlotte. Yeah. But they'd fall off the tree when I was a kid, and I'd see them on the ground, and I'd get them and run, put them back up on the tree. I thought that I was doing them some good, but they get off the tree, they burrow down into the ground, is what I've been told. I don't know if that's fact or not. I ought to look it up before I say something, but if I had to look up everything I say, I'd never be able to say anything. Seven Oaks. Young Ashley Wilkes in Gone with the Wind, the one that Scarlett was really so in love with all those years. I think the name of his plantation was Seven Oaks. Something Oaks, but I think it was Seven Oaks. Hi, Vicki. 121. I don't know, y'all. You know, my house is little. It's very little, but it probably has no air insulation in the walls. Probably not. Probably not in the walls, and probably not in the ceiling. So that's probably why my electric bill is so high. Okay, Charlotte, it was good to see you. Eyelashes and fake nails. See you soon. I enjoy your channel, Gulf Coast Granny, which is Charlotte. That's another thing, y'all. Gulf Coast Granny has a nice channel. If y'all want to go and check her out, go check her out. You'd like her videos. I enjoy them very much. You work in London. I'm just mad at you, Jackie. I'm so mad at you. You work in some place that I would give a right arm to see. Hey, Albina. It went away. I'm waiting for it to come back. What you said. I don't know why it does that, but it does. They pop on for a brief moment and then they go away. But then they usually come back. There it is. Murphy got back from taking care of my son's dog, Murphy. Bye-bye, ZZ. Okay, I am so glad to see you, honey. I hope to see you again soon. You have a good weekend. We've already gone an hour, y'all. We've got a whole hour. Oh, Susan, that's wonderful. Yeah, Jackie, I saw a thing like that. They're it's not plaster. I can't think what it's out of. It's not like wood like we use around here. The beautiful cottages in villages. Two feet thick. Probably not, Jackie. You know, we all envy places that other people live, but every place has its drawbacks. See, I am fascinated with New York City. I darn sure wouldn't want to live there. Even if I had the money, I wouldn't want to live there. I wouldn't want to live in Florida. It's just hotter than it is here. I don't know about California because I don't know. I don't know. I don't like the thought of earthquakes and fires and mudslides. But Texas, y'all, hey, we have hurricanes and tornadoes. So where can we go? There is no place to go that's absolutely perfect with a 70 degrees all year long. No, that there's not something awful. Okay, Elizabeth. Oh, happy birthday to your aunt. 90 years old. Good deal. Have a good time. Have a good weekend. Me too, Cindy. Me too. I'm in Tornado Alley. Australia is where they have water shortages and giant spiders and oh no, it's not for me. Oh my gosh, Heidi, you are, wow. I'm just such a chicken. I couldn't do that stuff by myself. I just totally could not. Ah, I see, Becky. I mean, it's beautiful. What's beautiful is the sights that it has. Jackie. Ah, I see, Heidi. I got you. And you know, the Broadway shows and all the monuments, but I probably people that live in New York City, I doubt very seriously that all of them have seen all the wonderful sights or buildings or whatever's going on in New York that most of us have never seen and never will. You know, we have a lot of things down here in Texas. I've never been there, never seen them. So, I lived for 1 year in Wyoming when I was a kid because my dad was transferred there. And I loved it, absolutely loved it. My mother hated it. And yeah, it snowed, and, you know, we walked to school in the snow, and I absolutely love living in Wyoming. Yeah, Jackie. Y'all are interested. You got an interest in life. I don't have an interest in life. I don't. I was born and raised in Texas, 5 miles from where I am now. In Brooklyn, and now you're living in Florida. Are you a snowbird? Someone just goes to Florida every so often and goes back. I used to have a friend that did that. She lived in New York City, and every year she would go to, if I'm pronouncing this right, Boca Raton in Florida. She had a little cabana or something there that she owned. Never been to Vegas. Ryan's been to Vegas many, many times. I have no desire to go to Vegas. I have no desire to. I've been through all these states, upper states, and then to the west, but I've not been to the east. The furthest I've been to the east is Louisiana. But I've been to all the other, you know, upper states and the western states, except California. I didn't go that far. Yeah, let's all go see Susan all on the same day. See what she does with us. Drive Simba crazy, wouldn't it? Boca Raton. Okay. Yep. Yeah. Be careful what you ask for, Susan. Put your address there, and we'll all show up. I'll make it a point. Don't do it. Don't put your address in. You're not. You wouldn't anyway. Very mellow. Susan, I don't think Simba has a room. Simba has the whole house. He is not confined to a room. He owns the whole house. Yep. And I like it just fine, Cindy. I like it. I don't want to live on a street with, you know, the neighbor's garage 5 feet from my back door. Well, there's 34 of us in here, Susan. You got room for 34? Yeah, I bet not. Anyway, I don't like living on, you know, streets where everybody wants to have coffee or something in the morning, or borrow a cup of sugar, which they never return. So why don't they just say, can you give me a cup of sugar? because they know they're not going to bring it back. Anyway, I don't like that kind of life. I like living here. Where are you, Susan? I don't understand why people do that. I don't understand that. My neighbors are like a field, or, a couple of acres or so in between. Not far enough for me. Oh no, Sandy. Send it to me. My email is mysimplecottagelife@gmail.com. My Simple Cottage Life being one word. All one word. No little, spaces in between. Or well, Heidi, we're all going to Susan's. She's got air mattresses and plenty of room for us. That's what you missed. No. It's on the north side of my house. But now I have big trees behind my house, so that helps. But the patio doesn't. I don't know, Becky. I don't know. It looks like a wasteland there. That company that did that, tore all those trees down. They just left them, and they're just stacked up, and it's just the biggest, ugliest mess I ever saw. I've seen, some YouTube videos where they show the giant spiders and things like that live in Australia. Some really deadly creatures that live in Australia. They'll kill you. Kill you. My Texas accent. Yep, Robbie. Oh. Well, you just take hot tea and put ice in it, Jackie. It's same thing. They even have an instant tea that you can make and put ice in it. They pretty much have an instant everything. Hot chocolate and orange juice and all kinds of flavors of Kool-Aid and lemonade, and they have tea, they have coffee. Everything's instant nowadays, just about. Hello, Irma. It's nice to see you. Yep, any flavored tea. Just make you some tea and put it in a glass and fill it full of ice. And it needs to be sweet. That's what Southern sweet tea is. I used to drink tea all day long. I'd fill my glass up constantly. You couldn't have ice in your tea? Is it against the rules? You can't be British if you're going to put ice in your tea. No, Jackie, it isn't. It's nothing special. It's just plain tea with ice in it. Maybe some lemon if that's what you want. That's what it is. It's not anything special. It's just a different way of drinking it. And people here in the South especially love iced sweet tea. We are not big hot tea drinkers like y'all are. I love a hot tea in the evening or afternoon or, but, I mean, y'all are big on tea. I don't know. Isn't that funny? How everything there is like hot tea, and yet everything here it's got to be iced tea. Biscuits are what you bake in the oven, and you have with your eggs and bacon, and you put marmalade or jelly and butter on them. And don't y'all call biscuits, isn't that cookies? Aren't you what we call cookies? Y'all call them biscuits? I don't know that. I was thinking the other day about the difference. The difference in what we call things versus what y'all call things. I sort of would like to have the kind of life where you come in the evening, Oh, I see. Okay. I didn't know that, Jackie. Yeah. They come in the house and they go, would you like a cup of tea? And they go and they brew this tea. That's what I thought. Biscuits there are what we call cookies. Biscuits here are usually something that we have with breakfast. And I think like in your car, what we call the hood of the car, y'all call the bonnet. And baby diapers are nappies. Those are nappies. We call them diapers. What's the trunk of a car? We call it a trunk. I can't think what it's called. Does anybody know? The trunk of a car. Boot. That's right, Bella. Thank you. That's exactly right. Boot. Yeah, Jackie, you're right. And see, it's the sweet something like mincemeat pie. Lately, a bit. A boot. Yeah, it's a boot. And a cart at the grocery store. Y'all call what do y'all call the cart in the grocery store? I can't think. Okay, Becky, good luck to you, honey. Be thinking of you. God bless you. Buggy? Call it a buggy? Okay. Well, what do y'all call it? I mean, y'all, it's in y'all. Oh, a trolley? Yes, Albina, right. I used to watch videos on YouTube and they were always talking about a car park. We call it a parking lot. Yes, Jackie. Pantyhose you call tights. Tights to us was exactly like pantyhose, but thicker. You know, you really couldn't see, almost like what we call leggings today, except they didn't stop at the ankle. Y'all know what I mean. Yep, Cindy. Yep, right, Heidi, it is. See, I think it was Jackie that said last week we're talking about tang, and she didn't know what tang was. Let me get that. I'm going to get that. She didn't know what tang was. Hold on. Oh my God, I can barely walk. Can't stand up. Now my back's all broke. Well, it's showing up as yellow, but it's not. It's orange. It's bright orange, but it's tang. You're not going to be able to see it, I don't imagine. No, you can't see it. It's too bright. But that's tang, and it's a powdered drink mix, and it tastes like, that's an orange. Wow, it sure shows up yellow on that. That is weird, the colors. Hey, you can see it better back here. That's what tang looks like, Jackie. I love tang, Irma. I love it. I used to have it every single morning in the world because I felt like it was vitamin C. I needed vitamin C. So I thought I was doing something healthy for me, and then I find out it's loaded in sugar. And it has 37 grams of carbs, y'all. Yeah, Heidi, I've gotten those too. Y'all, we have gone for almost an hour and a half, and I haven't lost you. What, Irma? I'm sorry. I don't know what you mean. I've missed something. Oh, Heidi, you're a sweetheart. You're just a sweetheart. Thank you, Albina. Well, I've had so much trouble, y'all. I have had a heck with this chat thing, and I am persistent. I mean to tell you, I am persistent. I was going to figure out a way, some way, that I was going to get to do this. And I normally use my phone. Yeah, I know that. Oh, I got you, Irma. Yes, I know, but I can't help it. It's like an addiction. I got to have a glass of tang. Now, I don't have it every day anymore, but I do have it a couple of times a week, and I'm still able to keep on my diet to lose a little bit of weight. Hello, Linda Wortham. Hi, sweetheart. But I was determined Walmart has them. Becky, hey Becky, Amazon has it. I ordered at the first of the pandemic. I ordered a whole bunch of Tang from. Thank you, Linda. I ordered a whole bunch of Tang from Amazon. So if you can't find it in the store there and you want it, yes, it does, Albina. It certainly does. Except I have to have a magnifying glass to read it, but yeah, it's on there. I love Tang, but I know I'm just Heidi, it's so good. I love it, love it. Thank you very much, Sharon. Thank you, thank you. People don't think about that. I don't tell people about that. Some people throw it down their throats, and you can't even watch a video that they're saying, y'all don't forget to like and share and subscribe. And I've tried to do that. I forget to do it. I'm stuck at 7,100 people, and it'll go up and then it'll go down, and then the next week it'll go up and I get all excited, and then it'll go down. So I'm not quite sure. I'm kind of stuck. I'm sure, Cindy. Oh. I've never had green tea ice cream. I can't have ice cream anyway, but I absolutely love, love, love lime sherbet and orange sherbet. Oh, I love it, love it. Can't have it. Yeah, Robbie. I've got a lot of different flavors too. I bet they'd be really good. Make some iced tea with the tea bag. I wonder. I know, Irma. Doggone. It's terrible. Sometimes life does that to us. They put all these wonderful things out there for us to enjoy, and then they make us fat if we can get them. You can eat Tang with a spoon? Oh my God. But I absolutely love Tang, y'all. Love it, love it. It's so good. Anyway, I wonder if little LG is already had his operation, or little Georgie. I mean, here it is. Here it is, 12 o'clock. I don't know how many vets they have in that thing up there, but there were an awful lot of dogs and cats waiting to, yeah, Jackie. But they can't have anything to eat until tomorrow morning. So I have to keep them totally isolated till tomorrow. Well, time to get some. Linda? I'm going to say my DNA somewhere is British, and it's got to be somewhere, y'all, because I love all things British. Love them. And I can't wait to get my flag. I'm going to fly my flag. So somewhere deep down, I got to have some British DNA, because I'm too crazy about the people, the traditions. It's just a time when ladies look like ladies in their beautiful dresses and their hats and their gloves. And y'all, have you seen the heels that Catherine wears? I swear the heel on those high heels is that tall. I bought some a long time ago thinking I was going to be able to wear those stiletto heels. Man, I can't walk. I cannot walk in those things. She is just effortlessly walking along cobblestone streets with no problem whatsoever. And I can't do it. The Queen couldn't do it either. That's why she had low shoes. I never saw Queen in any, yes I did, pictures a long time ago when she was in her 40s. She wore high heels, so sort of high heels back then. Well, y'all, I think I've gone an hour and 31 minutes. And that must be all the time YouTube is giving me, because for the first time in all this time, I'm not seeing anything come up. So, it might be a good time to cut this off. Anyway, thank you to my moderators that are always willing to give up part of their day to come and join us in our chat. Thank you to all of those who came. Thank you for the great discussion. I absolutely loved it. Y'all are all just terrific. Y'all have great ideas. You're all funny. You all have good stories to tell. And that's what makes a chat good. And so I appreciate you very much. Next time you come, bring a neighbor or bring a friend. We have plenty of space. So, y'all, I'll let you know how LG and Georgie turn out. And I think probably they'll be fine. Everybody have a great weekend. Thank you again. I appreciate it very much. I will see you soon. Bye-bye.